Alright, this is my fourth video now in the articulation series. Um, this one I'm going to be doing a reflection on the last video, set reminders with a script, and the one right before that one, which was the same topic but with no script. And I'm going to kind of compare and contrast, see what I liked, what I didn't like about each. Let's see. First thing I noticed off the rip, it felt stiff when I was watching it back. I didn't really feel like I was connecting with the words that I was saying. I kind of felt like I was just talking the words out. Also, just my experience of both of the videos, it took so much more effort to do the scripting video because I would write things down and then I would just keep writing things down and down, and I could ramble on forever, I feel like, on things like that, or on thoughts that I have on issues. Um, Maybe I'll write bullet points next time instead of like a whole script. Like kind of just things to stick to, or like ideas that I want to flush out. Um, Let me see. So I wrote some bullet points down this time for. Look at that, I'm improving. I'm writing bullet points down for kind of just things I want to hit on for this video, for the reflection video. So one of them I had was make bullet points. Another one was perfectionism. Took so much effort. Yes. The reason I think took me so much longer is I was able to, like, when I'm writing down the words are kind of looking back at me, and if it's my work, I want to I want it to be right. I want it to be perfect. I want it to like actually like, transmit my message across. Like I wanted it to be like representational of my thoughts. Um, let's see. I wrote down so much. I want to be able to have these thoughts on command. So what I wrote down. I've had these thoughts before, and I know what I'm talking about, or at least I think I do. What leads to these thoughts? Maybe use that as my script next time. This is where I get to bullet points. So I want to be able to have these thoughts on command. I was trying to think about what led to me having these thoughts. Um, it was, and then this is the next bullet point right now. I need to trigger emotion. It looks like when I have emotion on a topic, or I get emotional about something, it'll make me talk. Like there are words that come to the surface, and I just need to be better at maybe like capturing those words, or maybe capturing those emotions and then putting them into word and putting them into and speaking them. Let me see. I wrote down need to not burn myself out with rambling on the page. That's right. I finished the script around 5 a.m. and then I recorded it like 10, 15 minutes later, just outside. You guys will probably notice if you've seen the scenery there. Um, the I didn't like that. Honestly, I was sleepy afterward. Like I couldn't get, like, even if I wanted to speak a little bit off the cuff, I didn't have the full capabilities to do that. Um, yeah, pretty much. Just because I mean, it took me so long. I was spent so much energy using, just writing the script and like thinking the thoughts and uh, like talking it out loud. And then I kind of set this deadline for myself. I wanted to get a video out that day. I just wanted to do things today. Um, yeah, pretty much. So, oh yeah, leading into the second one, or leading into that point, leading from that point is that I want to be more concise with that. The articulation, I noticed it doesn't really seem to be my problem. It's mostly the speed of when I have the emotion to when I'm able to put it into words. Once I start thinking about a subject, I can actually go really deep into it, and I can think about it like very broadly, I think. Um, yeah, also watching it back, I wrote there was a lot of thought before each sentence, but I don't feel like I got my message across. Like listening back to this, it feels like I'm speaking without connecting to my words. I don't like script. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Um, so I wrote that last part down. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted to do because the reason I wanted to be more articulate in the first place was to be able to express myself and to have, um, like a can I want to understand my word. Like I want to speak my words. I want to be present with my words, and say them fully, with whatever I was doing. The conciseness comes from the fact that I was literally just rambling down. If I open the script right now, actually, let me see. It's 4 pages of just of like brain fart, stuff, and like I was trying to put all of these, or time all together, but it was hard to just it was hard to even like put them together. They were, I guess, in like the first series, remember, they're actually like bursts of thoughts. Actually, you just said actually twice. Funny. Which leads into another issue, which I feel like I noticed that my thoughts actually, like the emotions or the thoughts, they come so fast, and they are so like potent, I guess, when they do. Um, but they also leave as fast as they arrive, and I feel like the thoughts I have, I feel like I'm interested in those thoughts, and I want to, uh, like I want to engage with them, so it doesn't go away. And in conversation, this can come off as, like ADHD or like schizo a little bit, because uh, I will be like talking about something, and maybe the thought will come, and I'll be like so scared to let that thought go because I am so interested in it, or I'm so curious to explore it, and I'll start talking about that while this other thread is still hanging in the conversation. So maybe stay on topic a little bit more. Yeah. Also, with writing down, actually, I don't see it here, but I know I wrote it down somewhere. Um, Let me go down. Maybe down here. Yeah. All these thoughts are the same. The difference is I don't have to hold them in my mind at a time. Writing them down lets me move forward with a thought instead of forgetting it and starting over. Each sentence I'm writing down is like a checkpoint. I like this because it it kind of captures what I was just saying. Like I was the thoughts come and go, but if I to speak a thought is so much slower than to like envision the thought and like have it. So by the time I'm finished speaking it, the thought that I'll have afterwards it just disappears. Um, so I mean I'm not really too sure what to do. I think maybe I'll just jot down bullet points or something, to maybe yeah to try to rectify that. Um, yeah, I think that's most of the stuff I wrote down. I feel like this. I feel like I went pretty good in this video. I kind of like I had a topic. I stuck to it nicely. Uh, there's a few threads here that was like, something I said that was, but they also leave so fast. I feel like I'm forced to engage with it or it will go away. And then this is so interesting. I don't want to let it go. Um, who's to say that my thoughts are interesting like at all? Like I don't. That doesn't mean anything. Like I don't have to engage with them. It's I don't know. It brings something to my mind. It's like oh, like if I were to say this in front of like in front of an unsafe audience, I would like imagine they would say, you're so full of yourself, or you're just in love with your own thoughts. Um, but you know what can, not what can I do? I guess I can not do that. But yeah, that I guess that out there. What was I gonna say with this? Yeah, I mean, it just sounds self-absorbed. I don't know if I'm okay with that or not okay with that, but that's just something that I'll put out there. Um, yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna read through some of these notes. Maybe I'll do a cut if I have another thought that comes up. Thoughts and commands. Maybe. Um, Cuts and edits. Yeah, not sure. Cuts and edits, I guess I can talk about. They're the first one, the very first video. I really wanted to commit to no cuts and no edits, and same with the second one because I really wanted to be like straight from my head and kind of just no filter, have it be a raw video. And then the third video where it was scripted, I wanted to. I gave myself permission to do cuts, but I was looking back at it. I feel like I was cutting it up way too much. It felt like almost like a TikTok short or something where the cuts were way too frequent. Um, Maybe that's another. That's also could be another reason why I would really like to be articulate, because maybe articulation is the wrong word then maybe that I'm looking for. There's some type of language, um, presentation that I could do that's smoother and, um, more well rounded. Um, except stream of consciousness is the word I use, so I'll use that one again. There's probably a way I can do it where it's less uh, impact and more stream, I guess. And I also haven't decided if I'm going to be cutting up and editing this video. There was that pause earlier when I was thinking about that, but it's not that I want to commit to not cutting or editing. It's just that I just feel that I have like spoken like forwardly. I've spoken good, and so I don't feel the need to cut. But who knows? That could be. It could be something good to commit to, maybe. Just like whether or not I feel like doing it or not, or whether I feel like doing it or not. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah. So I've done. Actually, let me look how much. So this is going on for 11 minutes so far. Let's see. What do I have today? Oh my gosh! I just noticed. It was like all the way up. Ah. Do I restart? Do I restart? Let's go with no. I'm not gonna restart. Yeah. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was just gonna go like, what are my errands for today? I have some opportunities that I want to pursue. I'll leave it at that. There are some errands I need to take care of with like administration in my school. So yeah, I set an alarm recently. I gotta wake up at 9:30. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. for this service. For like, you go into like a phone call, from 9 to 12, and then from like 12 to 3 p.m. or something, 12 to 5 p.m. they have in-person hours, which is feasible actually. I could do it, but I guess I've just been putting it off. I have classes around those times, and excuses can pop up wherever I would like them to. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably be doing that tomorrow, and then sign up for another class. I only have 2 classes right now, and like a bunch of clubs. But depending on how that goes with the administration, I may or may not sign up for another class. I have a project that I want to complete. I submitted this project for it was just like a group, like a club, event, and I submitted this project, and I did pretty well, but it's incomplete. So like if I put on my resume, I would like it to be complete so I can talk about it and like actually showcase it. Yeah. I don't really care about that stuff that I just said. I just noticed administrative stuff, logistics, just things to keep my life in motion. But that's not me moving forward. I just realized. I don't know if I want to honestly say it. I'm like scared. There is a. I'm a guy, of course, and I have guy feelings. And I don't know if I should be really pursuing that. I don't feel confident in that arena. I guess there's that, yeah. What else? My family is getting on my nerves a little bit, but they're doing good. I think. I had a weird dream actually this morning about my little brother. Yeah, can't think of anything else to ramble about. Thanks for listening in. Peace.